So today I'm going to share with you 10 books that every entrepreneur must read. Now you definitely want to check this out, otherwise there are millions of books out there for entrepreneurs, and how can you even pick one or few for all of those lists, right? That's why exactly I created this specific list for you that you definitely want to check out. Now if you're new to this channel, my name is Moran Pober. This channel is all about helping you buy your dream business or a few of them, and I'm here to share my journey in this process and the founder of Acquisitions.com. So there are so many books out there for entrepreneurs, so many opportunities, literally millions of books. How do you pick the right ones? There are also different types of books. There are biographies, there are strategy books, there are mindset books. How do you pick the right ones and not waste times on all the others? And before I give you my full list, I think that you must understand that books in the end of the day are bad for results because they're not giving you accountability, they're not giving you support, and they're not giving you specialized, customized solutions for you specifically. Those things only a mentor can give you, someone who will keep you accountable, someone who can look at what you specifically doing and see what problems you specifically have. So whatever problems you have, understand that books are just the initial steps for you to even understand what you're dealing with. But when you're out there taking action, unless you have someone who can have basically a second set of eyes to look at what you're doing, it's going to be super difficult. Now for me personally, I like audiobooks mostly. I can put them on double speed. I can do things in the meantime while I listen to those books. I prefer them much more than reading an actual book, an actual physical one, just because if I travel a lot, I like to put things on my Kindle or on my phone, and I can literally at every free minute that I have, I can just put my headphones and can learn a lot. But it's up to you, and everyone got their own preference. I don't think there's right or wrong here on what is better. So the first book that I highly recommend you, that I think you must check if you are an entrepreneur, is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This book is all about understanding that everything worthwhile takes time, and really shows you how action that you're putting today, you won't see the results tomorrow or next week or next month, but in a year from now, if you're going to be consistent with those actions are going to compound themselves, and eventually you're going to get an amazing results. The problem is that most people, they start something, they want to get results at something, and then they stop, and then they lose their momentum. This book shows you specifically exactly how that works, and I think the most important thing with the book is that you're taking lessons that are kind of like common sense, but you get to a point where those lessons are really become part of you eventually. The next book that you must check as an entrepreneur is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Now, it's all about understanding that, okay, the compound effect taught you the fact that you need to take consistent action every day, but if you're putting that action in the wrong vehicle, then you're not going to get results. I don't care how long you're going to work for someone else, unless it's like you're going to be the second person in like Facebook. It's going to be super difficult to become financially free and make good money. So it means that you gotta be a business owner, an investor. This channel is all about how you can become a business owner by buying one. You can start one, it's up to you, but you gotta learn that process from that book. You gotta put action and then put that action in the right place, and that's what the books will show you. The next book that you must check is The One Thing. That book is brilliant because now you understand that you need to take consistent action. You need to understand that you know where to put those actions at. But at some point, you'll see when you are starting to take action, you'll see that you have so many opportunities, and you'll start to be overwhelmed by opportunities, especially nowadays. The One Thing book will show you and explain to you why it's super important to you to stay focused on just one thing. Because if you try to master everything, you'll master nothing. The next one is 10X by Grant Cardone. Every time that I need some motivation, I just put him on an audiobook. This guy is just, I love his work. He's brilliant, he's got amazing energy, and the fact that you need to understand that whatever goals you have, yes, you need to be consistent with them, but don't lower your standards. Have big goals, but remember that you need to back up those goals with 10x actions as well. The next one is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Now, it's a very different book to all of those books that I mentioned, but it's going to put everything in perspective to you. It's a reminder that everything is bullshit pretty much, and everything is happening right now, and that this moment is inevitable, and that this moment is one moment that you're never going to have, and this moment is the only moment we have. And it's a very spiritual book, but it will also help you become much more grateful with what you have, because I don't care how much work you're going to put, if you're not stepping aside for a second to breathe and understand, hey, I got all that I need right now. I have a roof, I have food, I have electricity, I have internet. then you won't be able to enjoy your progress towards the results that you want, that the other books help you get to. Now remember, don't stay stuck with just reading books. All of those books that I mentioned means nothing, and it will help you nothing at all unless you execute on it. And when you execute on whatever plan you're going to execute on, make sure you have a full strategy to execute on. Make sure you focus on one strategy to execute on. Make sure you have support, accountability, and a mentor to help you with. If you want to see what worked for me and my clients, we're going to put here a training for you to watch A to Z, how that works and how that worked for us and for my clients to buy businesses. Let me know in the comments below what is your favorite book, and like this video if you got any value or like some of those books. Either way, I know a lot of you ask me, hey, how do I find my passion? How do I know what do I want to do? And that's exactly why I created this next video for you. So go and check it right next, and I'll see you in that video in a bit.